pretty much just going to be going deeper with positive alertness, the last episode that I posted. So this is why this is called Positive Alertness Part 2. Um, so pretty much we all have this weird way of saying this to like literally anybody who ever needs life advice ever. And it's just like, and like we all say it at least once in our lives, but life is full of obstacles. And like, that is probably the polite way of just saying life is shit. Because literally you tell people like life's full of obstacles and instantly they think that at one point there's not going to be any. No, there always going to be some. Life is just shit, period. The end of the fucking sentence. And so with positive alertness, I want to acknowledge that I'm not telling you guys to like be happy all the time and piss rainbows and sunshine. I'm just saying that sometimes you're not always okay either, you know? You're not always okay, and you're not. God, I'm stupid. Okay, hold on. Hey everybody, and welcome back to If You Would Have Asked Me. I'm your host Addie, and today I just want to let everybody know, which I feel like I should probably put this in the majority of my videos, but I don't, and I don't care. But a disclaimer for all my videos and anything I ever posted, maybe I'll put in the bio or something, whatever. Is that I'm not a professional. I didn't like go to school for anything that I talk about. I never like did extensive research or anything. Literally, I'm just a girl, and this is just things that I've learned off of life lessons and experiences that I've been through. So today we're going to be going deeper with positive alertness, the episode that I posted the other day about just being aware and also allowing there to be positivity when negativity starts to consume you. And so I want to start off by saying I feel like there's this really old saying that like a lot of people say that I kind of feel is kind of some BS, because like it's really just like the polite way of saying that life's full of fucking shit and that like it's going to be hard. But people always say life is full of obstacles, which yes, it is, but those obstacles never end. So saying obstacles gives the wrong impression. And like I want you guys to know, like, I'm not telling you to be happy all the time. I'm really not. Because if that was the case, I'd be a fucking hypocrite. I feel like shit a lot too. I go through times where I don't want to get out of bed. I go through times where I don't want to eat. I go through months where I don't want to go to the gym. I I get it. I don't know. I don't get exactly where you're coming from, but I get that my own struggles are fucking hard. And so if my struggles are this bad, I bet that there's not anybody whose are fucking worse. And it probably feels this way for everybody who's literally gone through anything ever. So like it's okay to not be okay. But it's just that this episode is about being honest with negativity. It's not ignoring it, it's being honest with it while still reclaiming your power over it for positive outcomes. Because life as it is just plain and simple, like nothing really ever goes exactly to plan. It's not gonna be like this cute little picture that you're like, it's not gonna like be like the really dainty cartoon picture that looks like a snake. It's gonna be a really hard picture. It's gonna be really detailed and really annoying. And it's normal to feel frustrated and disappointed and tired of struggling, because who wouldn't get sick of feeling like that? And it's when you feel like that is when you need to also take a second and just reflect on what areas of your life right now aren't going as expected, you know? Acknowledge them. Like give them like give them existence so you can get rid of them. And putting labels on things is hard. Hello, it's 2025. I'm Gen Z. Labeling something is literally like taking someone's kidney at this point. And so like when it comes to insecurity and loneliness and not eating well and anxiety and self isolation and suicidal thoughts, it's hard to just sit there and be like, everything's fine. Like, you're not even there. No, you're getting consumed by it. It's overwhelming. It's annoying. It literally makes you want to hit shit or cry forever or never eat anything ever again or literally never talk to anybody again or stay inside because everything outside's going on or maybe just not even want to be here anymore, which trust me, I get it. I am not glamorizing or dismissing these feelings because they are real and they are painful. It's about giving them a name, addressing what they are so that you can start shifting them into something that you can work with. Negativity is a subtle trap. And how negativity quickly shapes your daily thoughts and actions, from self doubt creeping into your decisions and anxiety deciding routines and isolating reinforcements because of hopelessness. It it's hard to teach yourself that when you're submerged in these mindsets that it's going to be hard to recognize them. When you are deep in hiding or sorrow or anger, it's hard to recognize that that is what you're doing or even want to change it after you do recognize it. And then you have to ask yourself when the last time you ever realized too late how far into a negative spiral you'd gone. Because if you don't learn from history, you're like doomed to repeat it. So get it together. Because at one point, you're going to hit a breaking point and you're either going to crumble and fucking hit rock bottom because almost everyone hits a point where they're fed up with negativity and crave a change. And it could be a change that spirals them deeper into negativity. Or you can literally take the negativity in because you responding negatively to negativity just dismisses it out into the world more. Take that negativity in, soak it up, repurpose it, and move towards a positive outcome so that way what you're putting out isn't what you took in. Because if you put more negativity out into the world, then we're all just going to trumble down that same path. But if you take the steps to choose a positive outcome so you can start disputing more positivity into this world and you actually think about what you're doing before you just do shit from your own mindset or your own crazy, emotional, unrealistic, unlogical perspective, you might be able to make a difference. The energy is the same. It's just the difference of what you do with it. And repurposing the energy is the most important part. And I'm actually going to give you a little like tips and tricks on how to do that and how to actually shift that negative energy. And like I said before, you're going to have to name it. You're going to have to acknowledge the feeling without judging it. And then you need to ask yourself, what is this negative energy trying to teach me? Where could I have been with this same negative energy in the past? Choose a small action aligned with a positive intention, even if it's just reaching out to someone or making a meal or literally just going for a walk. If it's just getting out of bed or drinking water, literally anything. The key idea is that positive alertness isn't about toxic positivity, it's about conscious alchemy and turning one state of energy into another with intention. When you shift your energy at your breaking point, you often shift your goals you thought were possible and the ones that you thought were impossible. You're leveling up, you're breaking your globe, whatever the hell you see it as in your head. And you're allowing it to now be possible. Whatever was impossible, whatever was so hard, whatever drained you so much back then is now possible. And so I'll give a reference. I've addressed this one a couple times. It's just the easiest one to reference. When like last year, like I was going through a lot. I packed up literally a year ago. This like these last couple months, I was packing up all my stuff in Florida. I drove up to Illinois with my 3 cats as I called my sister the same day and asked her to move in with her. Like, got in a car accident on the way up, got here, didn't have a job, went back to something that was similar to the job I had back in Florida, but wasn't the same thing. Hated it. Was jobless for a couple months, had a job, jobless for a couple months because the job didn't schedule me. Traveling, got another job, didn't work out, got another job, didn't work out. And never once, even when I was completely consumed by it and literally felt like I couldn't do anything but rot all day long, I at some point decided I just can't do this anymore. Like I can't. Like I'm like I just like I'm like I might as well just not be here if this is the way what I'm going to do with my time here. And so I was like, okay, like that's unacceptable. So I started to address what I could do. And even if I couldn't do much and I was still feeling like shit, at least I was doing more than what I was doing last week. Negativity can be the very thing that just fuels your breakthrough. And you just have to allow yourself to acknowledge it and shift it and give yourself the space to do that, to reach that power within yourself. And so just to recap over everything that we've went through in this episode, it's that life is hard and negativity is very fucking real. And you don't have to pretend to be okay, but you can acknowledge that negative energy and you can repurpose it and to move it towards positive energy and a outcome from that negativity that isn't putting out more negativity than what you took in. And so the next time you're at your breaking point, I want you to ask yourself, will I sit with this or will I repurpose it? And even when it feels constant and negativity, even when it feels constant and consuming, negativity does not have to define you. It can be the very energy that carries you into the version of yourself that you've been waiting to meet. Just give yourself the space to be there. And that is all that I have for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of Positive Alertness. If this episode resonated with you, if you feel like you learned something from this episode, or if you feel like a friend might be able to, go ahead and share it. Do whatever the hell you want to do with it. And I hope everyone has a wonderful nights, days, lives, weeks, whatever's. And I love you. And if I say one more time, maybe I will drive off a cliff. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. I'm just dramatic. I did it. I did it again. Okay, I'm gone. I'm so sorry. I love you. Goodbye.